So if their earnings are greater than 20k, so the difference of the earnings of both the partners are greater than 20k, so they can go into tax class.
You might also have seen some of the mistakes that expats do in regards to tax filing.
My colleague of mine helped me file the taxes. I owe him a beer. So I filed it. So I filed it with some third-party tool with the help of my colleague or a friend. Okay, it's very good. It's done and dusted. Again, wrong. Sorry.
And why exactly it is important to file taxes in Germany?
When you file taxes in Germany, it also helps.
I see that your company, you yourself, deal with a lot of different things.
Why we launched 24 halves is because of this. And what is that? So everyone in Germany, so be it an expat or even for the matter a German citizen, if they want something, they go visit 10 different websites and 10 different vendors. So if they want some insurance, if they want some investment, if they want some taxes, so we provide, and we call it as umbrella services. So we are there everywhere, so in all the areas, in all the fields. So it's just that you have only one stop shop solution.
Is a financial consultant also certified in some way?
We are certified and we have the permissions to do that. And at the same time, it's not like a regular tax consultancy just to handle it and then wash the hands off. So we also suggest how to save the taxes and how to go in future so that they keep getting recurring returns.
If you are an expat in Germany, one thing that you can avoid is probably learning German language in Germany. However, something that you cannot avoid definitely is doing tax filing in Germany. And therefore, today we have a special guest who is a financial consultant and has been in this domain since a long time. And therefore, we are going to get a lot of insights into what exactly to do and what exactly not to do during tax filing in Germany. So with that being said, I have with me Dheeraj Gupta, founder of 24 House. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kiran. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, it's very interesting because you are now here more than 11 years in Germany. Yeah. You came for your master's and have settled here since a long time and currently a citizen of Germany. It would be nice to know, in short, your journey. How did it all start? And what motivated you to get into this domain of helping expats in Germany?
Yes, perfect. Thanks for the question. See, my journey 11 years ago, so I came for my master's. So just that I was working in Bosch, so I did my bachelor's in electronics and I came to Germany for my master's for the same. But at the same time, parallelly, since my childhood, so I was good at finances because I observed how my parents were involving and delving into the finances and how they were managing, and especially my mother, how she was managing the whole family. And I was also closely involved in how they invest, how they save, and what they pay for. So how were their taxes? So all those things were inside my mind. So I strongly believe that, so if we in person are good at finances, or be it at any matter, so we can guide others. So we can step into other lives and then just correct it, or we can fine tune it. So this is how my journey was. So once I came into Germany, so it was completely technical. It was completely masters, and but in a way, so parallelly. So I had studied the system, and then I was also good at language, so German language. So I gone through it, and then I came to know the system of Germany, the tax system of Germany, how the finances here are dealt. So about the insurances. And how it protects you in 360 degree in your complete life, in your whole stay in Germany, and the bottlenecks and how the people were facing the challenges the people were facing with the bottlenecks with the taxes and finances. I have been observing, and I have observed through. And through this, how I learned the system and the taxes, the finances. Slowly, gradually, so I changed my path from the technical to the finance and tax field. As I told you, so I myself, when I am good at finance and taxes, handling it, so I can then fine tune others. So this is how I took a smooth transition, I would say, from the technical field to the finances and taxes.
before we go into this topic of do's and don'ts of tax filing in Germany, I will directly start with one of the most interesting question, that is, in general, how much money does a Indian expat get in return if they file their tax returns in Germany?
Beautiful question. I would say on an average, with a person, a single earner, and a single person with a tax class 1 who is earning, let's say, 50 to 60,000 euros, and who is traveling to office, let's say 40-50 kilometers every day, and 4 days a week, or 1 day home office, or 3 days a week to office and 2 days home office. So such person should, on an average, approximately, should get more than 800 euros.
Wow.
So it's one good ticket to and fro back home to India.
Yeah, that's crazy, and that's why I think also it's very important for all the people in Germany to know this, that you can miss out on something very meaningful for yourself in life.
So one advice and also one statement, what I would like to say to the audience and also to all the people. See, there is no one size fits all with respect to German tax system. The student has their own taxes, tax handling, depending on how the student spend and how the student has relocated, how much they have traveled, etc. And when it comes to singles with tax class 1 or tax class 2 with the kid, it's completely different scenario again. So it's all a different ball game. So how much they spend, how much they travel, where are they staying, so where is their family, so are they single, so but with single, so have you done any other investments, are you getting a capital gains, are you getting a rental income abroad, and with the family, with one kid, with two kids, how much are you spending to the kid, each kid, so one kid, two kid, three kid, so or you are double income with no kids, dink family. So there are a lot of things and a lot of rules, regulations. The system is completely different. But so this is the reason I told you there is no one size fits all. But everyone has to go through the tax handling and the tax filing. So that's the way one can get better refund. So one should not, especially an Indian expat or any expat that for that matter, should not think that so the tax system in Germany is same as in India. So I'm working, okay, so then I am in tax class 1, I'm working, so my employer will take care of the taxes. No, that's wrong, completely wrong. So it's not like in India. So everyone should file the taxes to get some good returns. But I cannot say exact numbers how much each and everyone will get. So it depends on their own lifestyle and how they are, what they are into. So there is no one size fits all.
Okay, so with this being said, I think we have set a good foundation of why exactly it is important to file your taxes in Germany. With this in mind, what is one of the biggest challenge that expats in Germany face?
Good one. So see, the first and foremost biggest challenge is the language barrier. So as soon as the expat come here for studies or for work, for anything for that matter, or someone wants to open a company or freelancer, self-employed, so the first thing what they go into is the language. So it's, first of all, it's hard to learn German languages. So there are many people who are fluent in that, but on an average, it's hard to learn this language. But it's way more harder to understand the system of the taxes in Germany, the system itself, and then go into this kind of taxation, let's say. So if we take example of a taxation, so taxes, and then going into this taxation itself with the language, with the barrier of the system, laws, everything, knowing it. So it's one of the difficult thing, I would say. That's a major bottleneck for the expats.
Yeah, I realize what you say, because most of the time, if I go into the official website, maybe we come again back to this point later. But if I go to the official website and want to do it myself, then everything is in German. Of course, we can translate it, but then it gets tricky. I really understand what you say by language being a challenge in this domain.
Exactly.
With this being said, also what I realize is sometimes as a student or as an expat, when we come to Germany for various reasons, we also think, why should I even do it, right? Like, fine, maybe I don't care about 600 euros, 700 euros, let me avoid this. So is this possible in first place, and why exactly it is important to file taxes in Germany?
Okay, so why? Let's first address why is it important to file taxes in Germany. So when you file taxes in Germany, it also helps you in availing any loans, for example, bank loans for that matter. So if you are a freelancer or if you are a self-employed, so always when you want to avail a bank loan, because many freelancers and self-employed come to us for the corporate loans, for the self-personal loans, but they are freelancers and self-employed. So the major thing, what we ask to provide the loans, because we work with 700 banks. So what we ask is the tax file Bescheid. So that's the tax filing confirmation what they get from the Finanzamt, from the tax office, once they file the taxes. So without that, we cannot provide any loans to them. So this is one major thing. Then the second thing, if a person let's take an example, like a person coming here for the masters, so he gets into the job, and then he gets married, he gets a kid. So for the kid to get a Kindergeld, again tax filing. So because they will ask you what is your income and the tax filing Bescheid for the last year to get the Kindergeld from the Familienkasse. That's very important.
Wow.
So this is also one of the major thing why tax filing is important. So together with that, so it's also good for a people or a person to do regular tax filings and to keep up to date, so that to get the citizenship or permanent residency, PR. So doesn't matter, because anyone can go to the Deutsche Rentenversicherung office, the pension office, and get the Versicherungsverlauf. So how much taxes they have paid, so they get it in the printed form. But still, so it helps in their citizenship, or if some laws or some system offices in Germany wants to go deep into the personal files. So if you have regularly maintained the taxes, so then it's very beautiful for you. And also you get more returns back, right?
Yeah.
On an average, I told you what is the person is getting, but with the family, with a single earner and wife not working and a kid, so he can also get on an average 2,000 euros plus as a tax returns. So the main thing is the expat, especially our Indian expats, should understand is this is not like the system is not like in India. So not to neglect it, but to have regular tax filings and to go ahead and filing, so that they get some good pocket money at the end of the year, so which they can use it for the holidays.
Yeah, this is an interesting angle for myself, because I always thought that it keeps your book clean if you file taxes.
Exactly.
But what I missed, even after being in Germany for 5 years, is that I never knew that if you don't file taxes, you can always run in trouble when you have a kid or with something else, for example, citizenship. So yeah, basically at the end of the day, it's unavoidable.
Yes.
If you don't want to run in, if you want to not run into trouble.
Correct. Exactly. That's right. Because each family has now has a barrier with 175K as a family income earning. That should be the border, I would say, to get a Kindergeld. So more than 175K, they don't get the Kindergeld at all. That is the reason every Familienkasse or whoever is giving the Kindergeld, they ask for the Steuerbescheid of the last years.
Yeah. Interesting. Also, since you are in this domain since some time, you might also have seen some of the mistakes that expats do in regards to tax filing.
Yes.
Can you also elaborate a little bit on this point from your experience, and also probably give some examples if you have?
Perfect. Very good question. So the one thing what I have observed in our journey of this 24 hours, because currently we are handling 535 customers. So for the taxes, because they come to us for the taxes, for the consultation, for the finances and everything. So we handle 535 customers, clients now, I would say. So the one thing what I have seen is most often people, so what they do is they neglect, they want to they don't want to file the taxes, one thing, or they want to file the taxes by themselves, thinking that, so following some YouTubes or following some videos, or I have also seen some guys who are saying that, okay, my colleague is German and he knows everything. No, sorry sir, wrong. So just because your colleague or your friend is a German doesn't mean to say they know the complete in and outs, deep details. So because So they have studied in that way, so they have brought up in different ways. So they are good at what they are at, so what they are doing. So not just, let's say now if you are an Indian, and can I say that, okay, you are an Indian, you know the 100% all the tax system? No, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the major myth what one will consider. So one will go into, or one will think or assume. That's wrong. And the second thing is, okay, my colleague of mine helped me file the taxes, I owe him a beer, so I filed it. So I filed it with some third party tool with the help of my colleague or a friend. Okay, it's very good, it's done and dusted. Again, wrong, sorry. Because the laws and system for the expat is completely different. So there are a lot of things to be considered. Did you send the money to your parents? Are your parents 65 years and old? Is your wife or the family is in India? So are you sending or maintaining this family? So did you get any capital gains? Did you get any rental income from India? So with your own house, or how is it? So there are a lot of factors. The people themselves doesn't know that they have filed properly using the third party tool. Correct. So there are a lot of mistakes they would have done, and in this meanwhile they would have lost hundreds of euros. Who knows? So it's just that some friend or some colleague helped them to file the taxes, and done and dusted, he owed a beer, but he lost hundreds of euros. I'm very sorry, my friend. So if you would have come to some good consultants, some experts, so they would have got much more insights. So my suggestion is that always come to consultation, so tax consultants or the experts, and then do your tax filing. So learn from it, learn the system, have the knowledge, and from there then you can then think of in next 3 to 4 years how to maintain your own. So even then I would say always do it with an expert, so that each and every year is different in your life. So you would have done a lot of things. So each and every year is a different returns you get. So some year you might get 800, some year you might get thousands of euros. So you never know that.
Yeah. I totally understand where you come from on this point, because it's very easy, right? Like to file on our own and then probably get 600 euros, but then you never know if you were supposed to get 1,200 here. And you are happy because you got something.
Yes.
But only an expert can then say, boss, you missed out on another 600 euros.
Exactly.
Right. With that being said, you also mentioned that it's wise to start with an expert, Steuerberater or consultants, and then finally, like, when you feel yourself comfortable with everything, more or less, even then you can miss out on something, but then you can plan to do it on your own or use something.
Exactly. This is where, as you asked in the beginning, so why 24 hours? So this is where we are also coming in. So as I told you, today we are handling 535 clients. So people are coming to us and they believe us, they trust us because we have helped them in the filing the taxes, and we do it at a very flat rate. So we have the support from the Kanzlei, and we are certified, and we have the permissions to do that. And with at the same time, it's not like a regular tax consultancy just to handle it and then wash the hands off. So we also suggest how to save the taxes and how to go in future so that they keep getting recurring returns instead of they paying back to the tax office.
Okay.
So that's the reason. So and we are also offering for now a free consultation. So it's just for the consultation, for a 30 minutes consultation, we don't charge anything. So it's a free of cost, and people can make a best use of whatever we have got.
Okay. Yeah, I think we spoke a lot about why exactly it is important and what are some of the major mistakes that people do. With this, I think now it's a good time to get into the headline of this topic, do's and don'ts. Can you say 3 do's and 3 don'ts that every expat should or must follow?
Yeah. So the first do's is, please file your taxes regularly. The second thing, when you want to do it, kindly go to a expert consultant or take a consultation so that you will have a knowledge. Then the third thing is, so whenever you are not aware of something, so always ask. And whenever you want to design your life, so let's say, so once you come here, it's like 5 years, 10 years, you want to stay here. So how do you want to design your life in Germany, and at the same time, how do you want to build your asset in India and Germany. So take a consultation for this. So these are the 3 do's, I would say. And 3 don'ts. Don't assume that, so whatever you go on a or go on Google or hearsay, so that's not final. So there is a lot deep into it. So there is much more than what you know. So don't assume things. And always and then don't always think that you wouldn't get anything. So because you are in tax class 1, you are single, so I don't have to file any taxes. No, you're wrong. So you never know what you get. So even if you have to pay back to the Finanzamt or the tax office, you have to, end of the day, do it, because you will always get a letter from them. So the third don't is, don't neglect the letters from the Finanzamt, from the tax office. So if you are getting a warning, or even if it is a machine generated, so always take it seriously, and always do the tax filing before the deadlines.
And are Finanzamt really serious if we miss out on something? It seems like you have some experience of people missing out on these letters.
Exactly. So nice question. So this is basically depending on the person sitting on the chair in that Finanzamt.
Okay.
So again, there is no one size fits all. So there may be some good Finanzamt guy, the officer who is sitting, who is lenient, and who doesn't care that even if you do the tax filing late, he doesn't charge you anything. But there are some strict guys who go by the books. So then if you are late, so even after you receiving the letter, some may put the fine. So some may also ask the advance tax payment for the future years. So there are a lot of things.
Okay. Now it's very clear from the foundational point of view that we also know what exactly not to do, what exactly to do right at the start. One thing that interests me is I came here as a student, and I did not file taxes when I was a student.
Yes.
Right. And there is also a common knowledge. I'm fully not sure how right is it, but you don't have to file up to 4 years when you are student.
Yes.
And then also once you start working, you don't have to file for the first 3 years. I am not fully sure, but maybe you can enlighten on this. With this in mind, is there a difference in filing a tax when we are students and when we are professionals?
Nice, very good question. So every volunteer, so every single person, be it a student or a single earner, so who is an employee in Germany or a student in Germany, so they are considered as volunteers for the tax filing. So which means to say they voluntarily can file the taxes, and they have the rights up to 4 years. But if they get any letter or a warning from the Finanzamt, then straight away they have to file that year. So you have a buffer of 4 years, but only for the person who are in tax class 1, not for the tax class 3, 2 or 6.
Okay.
That means to say, then you are married, so you have a family, then you are in tax class 3, your wife is in tax class 5. So Finanzamt wants to know within 1.5 years, because such family will have 1.5 years to file the taxes, or even year by year. So Finanzamt can ask you on the letters. But with the tax class 1 people, so they have 4 years, so they can keep the arrears and do the tax filing all at once. So now coming to the question, how is it different with the students and with the working professionals with the tax class 1? Students with the tax class 1, so whatever they file the taxes, they don't get the immediate return. Everything is considered as a loss carry forward. Up to the time when they take an employment and they start paying the taxes. So because Finanzamt considers this seriously. So because many a times that, okay, they come for the studies, and then they finish off the studies and they fly back to India, to China, to wherever. So then they are not contributing anything to the German system, right? So this is the reason there is a law of the loss carry forward. So once you are a student, so then whatever you file, so it will be considered as loss carry forward, and this will be carry forwarded to the year, till the year when you start the job. So when you start your employment and then pay your taxes, so then you get all this money back returns. Okay. So when it comes to the working professional tax class 1, so it completely depends on, again, so how many times the person traveled to office, how many days home office, what is the distance between the home and the office, and what have they bought for the office use, so how are they doing, so what is your work profile, so are you doing business trips every often, or are you sitting at home developing in the four between the four walls, so it's completely different.
Okay. Yeah. I think this is one of the very important things that usually most of us miss as students. Of course, it's not the top priority when we arrive here as students. However, is it wise to start filing taxes right from the year one as a student, or what would your advice be on this? Wait for 3 years, keep all the bills, and then do it.
Good. So now this comes to then two ways to go. So the one way is just file the taxes off, have the loss carry forward in one account, and then you completely get the refund when you start working and paying the taxes. This is one wise way. The second thing is, if you are very good at saving all the bills, all the receipts, if you are very good at remembering everything, then write down in your Excel sheet. So how much did you spend, so what was your travel, so how much you had to travel to the university, where was your home, so where and all did you relocate, so what was the stationery you bought, so when it comes to the interviews for the student job or an internship, practicum or thesis Abschlussarbeit, so where and all you had to go with the transportation, so a lot of things comes in. So if you are very good at maintaining those expenses, handling those bills, then fine. So just handle it everything, then make a note of it, save it in one particular file digitally is also enough with for all the 4 years, or till the time you start the employment and they start paying the taxes.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, you can also probably save some recurring money of doing the tax filing.
Yes.
If you can maintain all the records.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Usually, we are not fully aware of what are the different avenues through which we can file our taxes. Of course, you already mentioned about coming to a consultant and then doing it. I think Steuerberaters work slightly different. We can probably also directly go to a certified chartered accountant.
Definitely.
And then I also hear that there are a lot of different apps that allow you to do. And also there is a government provided app that is Elster.
Correct.
So can you elaborate a little bit on these different systems that exist?
Definitely. So let's start with the government provided tool Elster. So you register, you get a certificate, you get a login credential. So if you are good at German, if you know what is Anlage V and Anlage whatever. So and then you know that where and all you have to enter your expenses or your things or whatever you have spent, and you have pretty good knowledge on the tax systems and the law itself, then please go ahead and use the Elster, submit it, and then you get a query from the tax office. Then you have to handle by yourself, because in Germany, forget about digitalization. So every tax you file, so you get a letter from the tax office, from the Finanzamt. So that's the query. So for every query, there will be a ping pong going on. I don't know how long does it go on. So this is one let's say hurdle. So if you are very good at all those things, yes, please, definitely you are free to go into Elster, file the taxes. So then comes the second thing. You can go to a Steuerberater, so where they provide you some appointments. Don't know if you are in sync with that. So if you can, if you cannot, so you cannot there wouldn't be approachable. So they're not approachable. It will be zero approachability, either through mails or local calls like a landline. So you have to approach them, so you have to do with them also good. So because if tax filing is only your motive and you are okay with having the post communications or the mail communications, okay, no problem, go ahead and then go with them. So provide all your details, and then you are good to go. But maybe keep one thing in mind. So many a times I have also heard of many people coming in saying that so many of the expat rules are not completely deeply considered while filing the taxes, even though they go to the Steuerberaters, so with the offices. So that's the reason being. So many times there will be a negligency. So it depends on person to person. There will be some kind of Steuerberaters who are excellent. So who knows everything pin to pin on dot. So they declare everything. So there are some guys who just do for the hobby, or who just wants to do it like the German tax consultation. Because as I told you, so filing a taxes for the German is completely different from filing a taxes for an expat, that to the Indian expat. There are a lot of things to handle. So I have often heard of this from the people's from the people, that many tax consultants doesn't file in the way they wanted. So in the way they wanted, in the sense, so once they get to know that what they have filed for, so the system, the whole system knowledge of the laws, they have not included. So they have not completely entered all the information what they had, or they have not asked for. So because the communication problem again.
I can imagine that if a Steuerberater only deals with German clients over a long period of time, then it would be also probably very difficult to think from our perspective and then come up with
exactly. I also often heard of recently. So day before yesterday, a client came to me asking for the tax and finance consultation, and mainly for the tax consultation. The reason being, they have ESOPs, they have capital gains, they have rental incomes all over the world. They have rental income here in Germany, but their tax consultant is negligent, not approachable, and they are charging lots and lots of money, not telling them or guiding them how to overcome this, or how to do it in such a way. So they start getting the returns back when they file the taxes, or even the break even. So this is not happening. So these are the hurdles our expats are facing.
Okay. What also I am very much interested to know is, Steuerberaters are certified, right? That's clear.
Yes.
And now, if I go to a financial consultant, does this financial consultant redirect me to some Steuerberater of his own, or is a financial consultant also certified in some way?
Good. So in Germany, you cannot have both the license at the same time, the tax license and the finance license. So what we are doing as a finance consultant, or as a 24 halves, so we educate with the finances, with the taxes, we consult with the taxes, we have our power. So in the back end, the Kanzlei, the Steuer Kanzlei, so we have 2 to 3 Kanzleis collaborations. So we give you the education, we tell you the way how to overcome, or how to design your taxes, how to save that, how to let's say overcome the hurdle of you don't have to pay taxes to the government, instead you getting it back, or even break even. So we educate in all the way, and we also consider the tax filings. So we ask all the documents, etc., and then with the help of the Kanzlei, so we file their taxes.
But at the end, you file the taxes.
No, at the end, the Kanzlei
files the tax for me. Okay. Then he is the authority who will have to reply if there is something like.
Exactly. So if you have, if there is any query, so then the Kanzlei is the authority who will reply. Sometimes we also take help of the Kanzleis, and we also talk to the Finanzamt. There is nothing wrong. Okay. And we also help the people to talk to the Finanzamt.
Yeah, I think this is a very important point that you said, because many of the times expats just do not have enough information on exactly how this works, right? Financial consultant, they sometimes think, why should I even go? He's again another person who is not certified. But at the end of the day, back end, you have people who are certified doing the business.
Exactly. So it's all about who has the knowledge.
Correct.
But the system is in such a way that the finance and tax license cannot be handled at the same time. So we have a team.
Correct.
So this is where we come in the forefront, and there is someone in the back end helping with the taxes and the finances. So this is how we collaborate each other, complementing, and finance and taxes going together.
Okay. I think it makes all sense to have such a system wherein the client gets maximum benefit. To start with, having the knowledge from another expat itself, and then finally an expert from Germany who can help filing the taxes.
Definitely.
Perfect.
So if you are getting something economical, good knowledge, good design in the finances, good savings, good investments, good returns, why not?
Good. That's really nice to hear, because it might be also running in a lot of expats' mind. At some point, they might want to start something of their own. May not be exactly in finance domain, maybe in some other business itself. So it's nice to know that there are a lot of people who have done a smooth transition in their respective interest fields.
Definitely.
That being said, how did this company, that is 24 House, start, and how did you come up with this name?
Okay, so that's completely, I would say, a long story, but short. So 24 halves, so it's nothing but a catchy term. So instead of telling you that, so we reply to your queries in 24 hours.
Okay.
And or we will be available to you 24/7, which means to say not through a call or through in person, but then you can drop us a message or you can mail us and we'll come back. But we are available to you.
Okay.
So to make that aware. But then if we cannot keep it as 24/7 or the clock or something like that. So we came up with a catchy name, me and my wife. So it was 24H, and then it becomes 24 halves. So it just so whoever hears that for the first time, 24 halves, what is it? And then it's very weird, right? So it's also catchy, so that these halves, it will be in their mind. So even if the halves is not there, 24 will be in their mind. So that was our motivation. So that was our plan. So to have this 24H.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very nice story, and also it's very catchy, because of which I think I also remember. And that being said, I see that your company, you yourself deal with a lot of different things, ranging from taxes, investments, and many more other topics.
Exactly. So that's our main motive. So the major thing why we launched 24 halves is because of this. And what is that? So everyone in Germany, so be it an expat or even for that matter a German citizen, if they want something, they go visit 10 different websites and 10 different vendors. So if they want some insurance, if they want some investment, if they want some taxes, if they want to know something, if they want to buy a property, if they want some loans, bank loans, home loans. So it's like in every household, you will have 10 different letters or posts coming in and 10 different contracts. So we wanted to break this. So we don't want to give you guys any more stress or strain, or don't want you people to scratch your heads by calling every service hotline 10 different things. So this is where 24 hubs came into picture. So we provide, and we call it as umbrella services, which means to say, if a person, an expat, so let's take an example of an expat wants to know something, please, they can always and please come to us directly for anything that matters. So do they want to know how to apply a blue card? So do they want to know, so what are the rules in Germany? Do they want to know the system in Germany? Do they want to know, okay, is this insurance cover that, or is this insurance cover my key loss, or does it cover my glass? I broke my glass, and does it cover? I lost my phone, so I did break my glass of the screen of my phone or a monitor. So which does it cover? So what I do? So there is a leakage in my house. So where should I go? So should I call service hotline and wait for 4 hours? No. So this is where we are. So we are very approachable. So they can contact us at any time, and they want to fine tune their finances, save their taxes, save the money. So they want to plan the future for the kids, for themselves, for their retirement age. So how do they do that? So where to go? Which way to invest? So which is the right path to go, so that we save the taxes, at the same time we design our future for better future. So with the loans, with the properties, with the real estate, with the home loans, personal loans, anything that matters. So if you want to do something abroad, so not only in Germany, like in Dubai, or you want to buy a property in India, so we are also there. So we are there everywhere. So in all the areas, in all the fields. So it's just that you have only one stop shop solution. That's 24 hours.
That's perfect to get a background of what exactly you are doing. It was a very interesting session. But before we finish, I have two more questions. We do two segments. In the first one, I am very interested to know, like, if you have to give advice to someone who is pretty new in Germany, and also someone who is probably for a long time in Germany, what would it exactly be?
Okay. So one good advice what I can do, so touching these 2 points, but initially I'll go through this. I'll tell you. if someone is feeling that I am in a higher tax bracket, so if someone has gone through this phase of okay paying a lot to the finance arm, because maybe people working in big companies, so they earn more, so both husband and wife earning more with the kids, and then they have investments, they have rental incomes, lot of things. So they are instead not getting the money back, but they are paying back to the government. So if this is a situation, or even be it a single earner, a tax class 1, so who has not spent anything, so working in the home office, still he is not getting much returns, or it's break even zero, or he has to pay back to the finance arm. So these guys, the tax bracket, who has very high tax bracket, always go into a property investment in Germany.
Okay.
This is where exactly you save a lot of taxes and you get back good returns. Okay. So how we can also do it in another segment, or they are always we are always open, so they can always come to us for the consultation. And we will exactly teach them, teach the people how to save these taxes, how to get their tax bracket less in Germany. So that's my major advice. Go into the investments. So the investment, in a way, they get good taxes back. So Germany property investment is completely different than in India. There are a lot of things coming in with the depreciation. So we call it as AFA, and the cost, whatever they have spent for the taxes for the notar, everything can be tax offset with the rentals as well. So with respect to the portion of the land value, building, so a lot of things coming in. So this is one of the good way to go into to save their taxes. And another good way is through good investments, I would say. Don't fall for some investments which is for the pensions, or which are for the I don't know, for any other kind of investments. So there are certain good investments which is in Germany, which is tax free gains. That's gold and silver, pure gold and silver. Germany is the second largest, has the second largest gold reserve in the world. So that's the reason we have a law that whoever owns a gold, so whoever purchases a gold or a silver, the real one, the edel metal we call it as, and when they are holding this for a period of 1 year and they sell, so whatever the gains they get is completely tax free. So this is one of the beautiful way, and we are also in collaboration with Geiger and Deutsche Bank. So we provide this gold and silver investments as a savings plan, or also a one-time investment, and we exactly guide them how this works. So this is also a way in Germany, till you are in Germany for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, what doesn't matter. So this can be your I would say good financial investment without taxes. So who doesn't love gains without paying any taxes? Even in India you have to pay at least a 10% tax. So if you are getting some gains with some investments, why not? So that's one more advice I would give to the audience.
Yeah, I think most of us, at least in the initial few years, never think a lot from these perspectives. We always think maybe I can get few more bills, or few more let's say buy some furniture and say
no, definitely wrong. Why I would say, see, even if you get an iPhone or an AirPod or iPad or some furniture to the office, so whatever you get, there will be always a cap. Only some portion of it can be offset in the taxes. So when you consider your salary and your taxes you pay, and this portion which is offset in the taxes, that's peanuts what you are getting.
Correct.
So this is not the way. So many think that. So because to offset the taxes, they buy a lot of furniture, laptops, electronic devices. No, that's not a way. There is much more better way to handle this and save the taxes.
Okay. Yeah. I think we can keep talking on this topic for another 2 hours, but we can definitely do another session on the exact same topic if the audience have many more requests on specifics of some of these points that we have raised. With that being in mind, I would also say we can do a small rapid fire round wherein we get a quick answer on some of the interesting questions. Okay, for the rapid fire round, I have a few questions noted down here. So, one tax myth every Indian expat in Germany should forget:
that your employer files the taxes and he will take care of it. No.
Okay. And then your favorite tax saving hack in Germany?
So keep all the receipts and invest wisely. so which brings you good tax returns.
Okay, interesting. Average refund Indian expats usually get?
Good, 800 to 1000. So based on tax class 1, 2, 3, etc. So it's an average again. So don't come to me because there is no one size fits all.
Germany versus India, which tax system do you prefer?
See, India feels lighter, but you don't get back anything as such. But Germany, you should consider, you should play smart, and you should consider in a way like a protection, and you are getting back good cash back, like your pocket money.
Okay. If expats have to remember only one thing from this episode, then what it should be?
So file your taxes regularly. Even if you don't owe any money, please file it. Keep your records clean and get good tax returns.
And the last question, when someone hears the word tax, what exactly should be the one word that should come to their mind?
Refund. So especially in Germany.
Perfect. Thank you.
Nice.
It was very informative session and it was very helpful for me. That means I am pretty sure a lot of expats in Germany would find this session informative. Thank you very much once again for coming, and hopefully we do a lot of more episodes on different topics, which I am pretty sure will be adding on to what we have spoken in terms of investments or what are the other avenues that one can use in Germany to make some savings in their own life.
Definitely. Thank you very much as well for this session. So if I would have made some good information or I would have given out some knowledge to our expats, especially to our Indian expats, then I would be really happy if someone learns from it. And also, thank you very much for taking your time and spending your time in such sessions, so that it will be informative for anyone coming into Germany, so who is watching this video. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. For all the viewers, if you like this session, firstly, please like, share with other expats, and also subscribe to this channel. And one more important thing is, if you have any comments about your own personal experiences, also if you have some comments with regards to the tax filing itself, please drop it in the comment section and we will try to answer as much as possible. And moreover, if you want to consult a financial consultant, you already know 24 House is here for you. The link will be in the description. Please connect with them if you want to. And yeah, have a nice time in Germany as an expat.